Hey guys, this is the top 20 movies of 2014. It's over. It's such a great year for film. I'm keeping this short because this is going to be a long video. So here we go. At number 20, we have Boyhood. Yes, Boyhood. So I'm not as high in this movie as some other people, as you can tell by it only being at number 20. Yes, I respect this movie as an achievement. As an actual movie, I'm not nearly as enthralled, but this is still a really good movie. Everyone should see this though. Number 19, we have John Wick. Keanu Reeves shooting tons of people in the face. This was a really good, just pure action film. I didn't need a great plot. I didn't need great acting. It was just a lot of fun, greatly directed. This is just a really fun movie. At number 18, The Wind Rises. Yes, this movie is one of the saddest movies of the year, not because of the actual content, but because it is Hayao Miyazaki's last movie. It's not one of his best movies, but it's a really good movie, and I just got it on DVD, and this is a great send-off to one of the greatest directors of all time, not just in animation. At number 17, we have Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. I was a bit higher on this film than most people. Actually, a bit more than a bit. This is probably my top 20. Yes, okay, it's not as good as the first one. It may have some major flaws, but, I mean, I just love that comic book feel. It was just, I think it recaptured about as best as you can from the first one. At number 16, we have Interstellar. So yes, I did not love this movie. I wanted to love this movie, but okay, Christopher Nolan, in my opinion, is not a great director. A controversial opinion. But this was a pretty good movie. It had a terrible ending, but it had a lot of really good things going for it, some really good ideas, and I can't wait to see Christopher Nolan's next movie. Hopefully he can improve on this one. At number 15, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Yes, I thought this would be my number 1 going into 2014, and it comes in at 15. Was I a bit disappointed? Yes, I was a bit disappointed. However, this is just the Middle-earth feel. I am a Lord of the Rings fanboy, so of course, I'm still going to have this movie in my top 20. I still think it was a really good movie. It just did not live up to the hype, unfortunately. At number 14, I just saw this movie recently, The Babadook. Now, a lot of you probably don't know what this film is. It's an Australian horror movie, but it's so much more than a horror movie. And really, it should be viewed that way. It's like a drama mixed of horror elements. Because yes, there are some incredibly creepy moments. And it's also a film about depression and being a parent. And this is just a great film. Everyone, go rent this right now. You can rent it on VOD. Do it. At number 13, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, I love Marvel films, and this will not be the first appearance from Marvel. Tease. But this is really just one of the most fun films of the year. The soundtrack, the characters, the writing, oh, it was all just a perfect blend. And it's one of the most unique and one of the easily the funniest Marvel film we have had to date. At number 12, How to Train Your Dragon 2. Yes, I only saw this film once, but It is a really good animated movie. I have a soft spot in my heart for animated movies. There's already been one on this list. This is the second one. And trust me, there are more coming. But this was just, it wasn't as good as the first one. It wasn't as emotional. But there are some moments where this film takes risks. And I just love that an animated movie is more risky than some of the live action movies coming out. At number 11, Big Hero 6. Yes, Baymax is the funniest character of the year. Maybe the funniest animated character in a long time. Yes, I think this topped Frozen. I was not a big fan of Frozen. I think this is the best Disney movie, really, since Tangled. I thought Tangled was great. And this is better than Wreck-It Ralph. It's better than Frozen. And this movie is just so much fun. It's like all the comic movies that I love mixed with animation movies, which I love. It was a perfect combination. Okay, I'm a big genre fan, so at number 10, we have Edge of Tomorrow. I thought this film was just so much fun. Tom Cruise playing a different role than Tom Cruise usually plays. Emily Blunt becoming a bona fide action star. She kicked so much ass in this movie. And it's like Groundhog Day meets Starship Troopers. What is not to like about that? I mean, it's just one of the most fun movies of the year. And yeah, the ending sucks, but up until then, it actually went places and was a bit daring, which is what the trailer does not convey at all. I thought this movie was awesome. At number 9, we have Captain America the Winter Soldier. What's not to like about this movie? This one-upped the original in so many ways, basically in every way. The Russo brothers did a fantastic job directing this movie. The spy thriller tone, it kind of transcended superhero genre. But really, if you take away the superhero element, this is still a great spy thriller action movie. And this has some of the best action set pieces of the year. We have like the one where Cap is destroying the spaceship in a matter of like 5 seconds. Oh, it was just brilliant action, brilliant story, great movie. Yes, this has some of the best action set pieces ever. Yes, ever. The Raid 2. That comes in at number 8. This, by far, if I was doing awards, just to sweep every award that had action. Best badass. Best direction of an action movie. Best action scene. It could be any of the many scenes in this movie. The scene in the bathroom, which sounds weird. The car chase. The scene in the courtyard. The scene in the kitchen. Oh my god. All of those are fantastic action set pieces. But it was also just a great mob movie, or gangster movie. It was just a great combination of genres that I love. At number 7, my 4th animation movie on my list, the Lego Movie. Yes, the Lego Movie. I love everything that Miller and Lord have made up to this point, and I think this is actually their best movie. Yes, I like 21 Jump Street, I like 22 Jump Street, I even like Kind of a Chance of Meatballs. But this was just so clever. It actually had so many just hidden messages that only us adults would get. I thought the ending was brilliant. A lot of people didn't like the final twist in the 3rd act. I thought it was beautifully executed, and this is the best animated movie of the year. And then this year, that is saying a lot. At number 6, a movie topping many people's list this year, Whiplash. Yes, I loved this movie. Miles Teller makes the top 10 again last year with The Spectacular Now. This year, even one-upping his performance in that movie. Whiplash was brilliant. I think Miles Teller should get a nomination, but I don't know who he beat out. Oh, he definitely is better than Eddie Redmayne in my opinion. But, I mean, that's up for debate. But this is just such a brilliant movie. It has, by far, the best ending in 2014. And J.K. Simmons, you're getting an Oscar. You are getting an Oscar. At number 5, Nightcrawler. That's right, Nightcrawler. Jake Gyllenhaal just gives one of the best performances of the year. I honestly think it is the second best performance of the year. Yes, I have not seen David Oyelowo, whatever you pronounce his name, in Selma yet, but I think that only second to Michael Keaton. But his performance, he transforms into this guy, Lou Bloom. I have always been a Gyllenhaal fan, but I never knew he even had this level of greatness in him. If Keaton wasn't nominated, I think he should win. His performance is that brilliant. A great supporting cast of Rene Russo and the man who played his employee. I do not remember his name, but this is a really well written movie, a very well directed movie, and it has a pace, and it's actually a lot of fun for a movie with such a despicable character. Everybody should see this movie. It is a brilliant film. Apes on Horses. Yes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Wow, I have very interesting thoughts on this film. It seems to contradict other people's. Well, I totally agree, it's great. I do not think this is as good as Rise of the Planet of the Apes. But when you're reaching number 4 and you're not as good as Rise of the Planet of the Apes, you know you were a great movie. And that's how you know Rise is such a great movie. But this movie has a better plot than Rise. I'll give you that. And I'm not here to compare Rise and Dawn. The point is that Dawn is a great movie. It's not the best movie of the summer, like some people said. There's another one on this list, and it'll come up. But the character of Caesar is so good. And Transformers, take note. You can make it about the characters and not the humans. It doesn't have to be about the humans. This is about the apes, and it is a great movie. It is compelling. So yes, you can make a movie that's compelling and not be about humans. Yeah, number 3. David Fincher does it again. Gone Girl. Yes, I thought this film was amazing. It seems to be kind of lower on some top 10 lists or in honorable mention sections. I've seen a couple, but I thought this film was just brilliant. Admittedly, I did not see it again to see how it holds up, but actually I went in already knowing it because I read the book. And I still thought this was a brilliant movie. He pieced it together so well. This might be, honestly, in terms of direct adaptation, one of the best adaptations of all time. I don't think it's one of the best adaptations in terms of just the movie itself. And in terms of just direct adaptation, it is actually incredible. And honestly, I think Gillian Flynn should get nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. And then Rosamund Pike, I think, should win Best Actress. Yes, her performance is incredible in this movie. The supporting cast is great. And Ben Affleck maybe gives one of the better performances of his career in this. Gone Girl is a great movie. For most of the year, this was my number 1. Yes, at number 2, X-Men Days of Future Past. Oh, I adore this movie. I actually just saw it again because I got it on DVD. Oh, the Quicksilver scene. Who came out of that theater and did not like this scene? Well, yes, Movie Bob, but let's not talk about that. But yes, his scene, the music cue, and just, oh, it was a brilliant scene. Hugh Jackman, I think, gives his best performance as Wolverine in this movie. Yes, it's better than, and I think this is the best X-Men movie besides First Class. I do think First Class is a little bit better than this film, but this is a very well directed film, very well acted film, and it's just a great movie. Not just a great superhero movie, this is just a great movie, and really everybody should see this because it is a brilliant film. At number 1, I'm going to use a term that I rarely say. Some of my favorite movies of all time, I will not put this label on. But this film is a cinematic masterpiece. Birdman. Yes, Birdman is my favorite movie of 2014. There's so many places you can go of why this film is brilliant. Obviously, the acting. Michael Keaton giving maybe his best performance of all his entire career. And he will probably win the Oscar for this. Edward Norton. This might be the best one in years from Edward Norton. Emma Stone definitely gives the best performance of her career in this movie. Even Zach Galifianakis was really good in this film. And like the Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but he is gonna blow everyone else out of the water. The directing in this film is by far the best. Don't get me in that Richard Linklater crap. No, he owned in this film. He deserves that award. The writing, this is the best written film in the 2000s. I'm not lying. This is the best written film in the 2000s. I said it. And that is a bold statement, and I will stand by that statement. This film is a cinematic masterpiece and the best film of 2014. Thank you all for watching. I want to know what you all think, though. What is your favorite movie? You can put as many as you want. Make a list. If you want to just put your number 1, that's fine. But I would love it if you would put a top 10, top 20, honorable mentions, all around. Just tell me, what are your favorite films of 2014? Comment below, and thank you all for watching.